WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. And today I have Dry Fly. Well, it's not really that exotic, but I have the Washington wheat. Now I found videos, one for myself from the wheat with a port finish. I found cast strength wheat, but I haven't found any Washington wheat. And so I'm gonna do the video. That's what Jason does. WhiskyJason, yeah, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. If someone else has not done the video, I will do it. So, Don Puffenrott and Kent Fleischman were fly fishing by Spokane, Washington about 10 years ago. And they said, this is such a wonderful place. Why don't we make whiskey? And what happened? Their dream came true. They actually created a distillery in Spokane, Washington, and they named it Dry Fly, from fly fishing. Well, of course, you have to have pot stills, and where did they get their double 400 liter pot stills? Christian Karl pot stills? Copper pot stills? Well, from Germany, from Göppingen, Germany. So this is double distilled, and then they pack it into a 43-gallon number 3 char barrel from the Bluegrass Cooperage in Tennessee. This is 100% soft white Washington-grown wheat. The Bernheim original has, of course, some wheat in it. It's a wheat whiskey with 51% plus wheat. And of course we have our wheaters. We have our W.L. Weller, the 12-year-old, as well as the Special Reserve. They have the wheat in them. We also, of course, have the Maker's Mark that has the wheat in it, as well as the Maker's X46. I wanted to say in German, I'm sorry. And of course we have our Papa Van Winkle recipes and maybe a few other wheated whiskeys. 3 years old, whiskey base number 100873, 40%. This is small batch number 15, and over here in Germany it's running around 65 euros. I've seen in the States for between $45 and $50. Yeah, so let's see what the nose says. Very light, almost floral. There's a little bit of vanilla, of course, 3 years in those number 3 char barrels. White oak, of course, very, very important. But then something happens. I get something which is, you've had people say hubba bubba. And now I'm getting the hubba bubba chewing gum of the child version. You know that pink bubble gum? That's what I'm getting here. And it's very, very predominant, to be honest. I know the first time I nosed this, my German video was like, I get a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of wood, just a tiny little hint of alcohol, and there's something there and I couldn't get it. And then I tasted it. Hubba bubba. Hubba bubba chewing bubble gum. That pink stuff. Now, I like Hubba bubba chewing gum. The bubble gum, I really do. There used to also be when you'd get the baseball cards. I don't remember, as a child I did the baseball cards, and in there'd sometimes be a strip of that chewing gum, that pink, a little strip. That's what it tastes like, yeah? That old chewing gum type of flavor, that children's chewing gum. And it's not bad, but yet that is not something I really want in my whiskey. I don't want those. I want some childhood memories coming back, but I don't really want those childhood memories coming back here in my whiskey. I'd much prefer to have a sherry bomb. I would much prefer to have other types of port and so on. And this is just something I'm going, no. I've seen a lot of good reviews online. It's received double gold and this and there, and has usually a B+ to B- type of rating, which I could support. That I'm not going to contradict that, but yet whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, my show, my rules, my taste buds, and this personally just doesn't do it for me. This is a solid C in my book. I mean, if you want to buy it, go get it, but it's not really something I thoroughly enjoy just because of the flavor notes. Hubba bubba. It's really, really predominant. It's amazing. And it just stays with you. It's a medium long finish. It's just there. And for the value for money, $50 for this D. Maybe a D plus, maybe a D solid, a solid D. Nah. The bottle looks really nice, by the way. Good job with the design, Dry Fly. I reviewed your Dry Fly wheat port cask finish, and you have a different bottle, and especially when it got empty, it would kind of look not as good as when it was filled up. This has a little bit of the factor that it actually remains fairly nice also when it gets empty. The old bottles used to have a nice little scale on the side where it would be the more you drank, there's a certain, okay, you're feeling fine, well, I hope you're, I don't know, you're feeling great. And then when it was just a little tiny little bit left, it was like, crazy alarm, yeah, so you have to go buy new. And so they had a good marketing, and it was a really interesting bottle, but this looks just much better. All right, Whiskey Jason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskey. Dry Fly, Washington wheat, batch number 15, 3-year-old, 40% ABV. A solid C. A, why haven't you bought it? B, go buy it. C, you want to, go buy it. D, you don't have to buy it. And F, why was this produced? And so also the price was a D. Nah, you don't have to buy it. That's the value for money in my case. All right, very, very good. Whiskey Jason here. Thank you very much. Please like, please subscribe, please tell others about this American and Germany tasting whiskey that is rare and exotic. Stuff you may never see in the States, stuff that is very hard to get, stuff that I somehow got my hands on because there's a lot of whiskey connoisseurs over in Europe, and I have a lot of whiskey friends that give me nice little samples, or I buy it from them and so on. Thank you very much for watching. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays my videos come out. Bye-bye.